And you'll see that the Xbox button, we lit up the X shape in green.
Nice.
So this is a true homage to the original branding. Went all out. So that was a lot of in yellow. I don't know if you can see that. We have the original Xbox logo.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's printed on the back. And then for those of you who know, the controller S actually had the ABXY, but it had the C and Z buttons. They were white and black, and those later in life on the Xbox 360 became the bumpers. So what did we do? We made the bumpers in that same black and white.
It's like pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Literally bringing me back 25 years.
It's awesome.
Ok, hay controles que lo tienen ahora.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
Cool.
So
Solo he visto el de
that's just some of the design details that we did. We actually did one more thing.
Oh?
Never before done. So this console, each one will be laser etched and numbered.
Los botones fueron con números.
Yeah.
That's
Se convirtieron en
sick.
esto.
Oh my goodness. I can imagine already. People are going to be looking who got
Le
the
podrían haber
25,
agregado una serie.
who got the 117.
The
Por los
117,
extra.
Yes. That's going to be a real chase.
Solo van a hablar de la rueda. Soy de puta madre la consola, pero... ¿Qué me ofrece? Necesito vibración óptica en el control. Puedo cambiar el perfil y poner...
Germany, the land of enchantment. From the moment you land, you'll be met with breathtaking views. Experience historic villages, modern art, delicious sausages, fantasy castles, magical holiday markets, and pointier castles. The charm and atmosphere of the natural beauty is only beat by the colorful locals you'll run into along the way. These interactions can be quite magical. Naturally, no trip to Germany would be complete without a visit to the famous Autobahn. So, what are you waiting for? Explore Germany today. Auf Wiedersehen.
Welcome to the home of beautiful scene with the seasons changing as fans wait their turn for Minecraft. Minecraft Dungeons was Minecraft used to be here
Okay, hi again.
that we've seen already, but one of the things I really want to dive into because we have
For Dungeons 2, that players have the freedom to set mobs.
Okay.
Run away. I mean, look at this
Son
game.
3 horas, cabrón.
Beautiful.
look at the chicken.
Germany is
Qué
so
bien, señor.
important to everything
Y
that
qué
we
buena
do.
barba, cabrón,
And so,
espacios.
as you said, it's a really exciting year here for GamesCom, and we have so much going on. You know, last night at Opening Night Live, we showed a new set of footage for Gears of War, the Dread, to bring GamesCom so special, and just to be here in German Box. You know, FanFest time with the
A lot of players that take obviously great pride of tradition, but to the
a large physical
Pues sí,
collection.
esto. Ay, mierda.
So it doesn't matter how many times
Adelante demasiado, porque adelanto tanto.
What's going on? You know,
has been to find
You. ¿Qué es eso?
After all this time, you've still learned nothing. Serving yourself up like this, what a tragic waste of poor Han's sacrifice.
Está desincronizado el audio. Ah, es un clon. O sea, es un disfraz. Las posibilidades. Antes de que se quite el disfraz. Este es el Univision. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué videojuego es este? Tío. Ey, cabrón, es gameplay. ¿Puedes hacer eso? ¿O lo haces automáticamente? Señor. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? Really? Y cabrón, eso lo cambia todo, man. What the fuck? Blip. Ay, la señora, ¿cómo está? Cambió de vestimenta. Ay, señora, ¿qué le está pasando? Así es como cambia. Motociclo. ¿Cuánta vida tiene la señora? No le has hecho nada. ¿Cómo se ve el ray tracing? Dios, ¿cómo lo dejaste?
The Skyward City is moving. Artificers, what do you want?
I see now.
No le hiciste nada, cabrón. La espada no tiene filo.
That old rat played me. Used me as a pawn.
You won't get away!
If we take flight, the black gold will destroy the city.
¿Qué está pasando? Dos bromas. Worldwide in pleasures. We're waiting to meet. Since
It's the GamesCum this week from the Coalition, please welcome Studios. Well, last night had
the game campaign. We haven't. Are so many more alongside you.
he looks mean.
In the look face, you know, he's missing an eye. He's seen him around called the Scorched Legion.
Yep.
So they're, you know, into self.
You're watching. It's like the destructible environment. It looks incredible.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Gears has always had to start.
But what ways are people going to be able to approach different like situations they're going to come across?
Yeah, so this is definitely a little bit more of a linear mission, but even within this mission on this bridge, you know, we've added a bunch of verticality to the game.
He's can't get through here and he just smashes
right into them.
Que se esconda todo el puto rato.
Yeah.
One of the main.
Aunque yo qué sé, yo no soy fan.
This is one of the great new.
We
Priest with me to discuss the
Van a dejarte volar.
eye candy is on display behind us, and thank you QR code if you come down to the Xbox booth.
¿Y si suena música?
See what else. Mega geometry. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to run through.
Them run through the level. You have this little glowing creature casting dynamic shadows all over the world, casting real-time global illumination. But don't watch the video, blow up on you.
It's really noticeable on the muzzle flashes on our guns as you get this burst of flashing light and all the shadows that get cast off it. And we can have dynamic lights that sort of flicker. Storytelling.
Very
higher.
Make a bit of a display ray tracing cases.
With shadow.
You definitely get as all of
100 times and brink like
it's possible to do if we're machine learning.
Support lower.
Important focus in your reticle over them.
Esta es la conferencia principal. Es esta, ¿no?
Is a huge part of why I play games on PC, and it's
Alien.
Here we go. Now, this keep hearing as well.
Yeah, that Squire. There's a good range of.
Well, but what other challenges, like that one,
White
can our
Kaiser.
players look forward to?
El alien en web, tal vez esté bien. Ay, mierda.
If you're out, which can lead to shooting the.
Fighters pose like that in video.
Like this, a few times as well. Like as we're getting into these fights and the weapons that we're using, that
as well as the in certain situations, make each time what encounter you're going to hit.
Now we're going to be the center of attention.
Police are treating this as part of a serial murder.
Este es el 4. Pero es el 4. Revival.
皆さんこんにちは。先ほどご紹介しました連続殺人事件とそこでしかしその根底ことを描いた明るく青春が差をもあります強くなるのですシリーズ京都市日常の武器となりこの構造はですねペルソナシリーズまたキャラ表現に合わせて
The new Tomb Raider Legacy. Can we dig like a tiny bit?
Of these archaeologists, so the places she discovers and she explores, they need to be real. So in this example, we dive deep into Incan culture and architectures in Peru, and also the plants and everything, with the idea of bringing back the original feeling. So also we bring, you know.
When we dove into it, we're like, the cog puzzle is such an iconic part of that game. I'm going to say iconic a lot because we are dealing with an icon. So, but in a ability sense of it, I feel not exist, it sparks a feeling of curiosity. And curiosity combined with exploration is like what Tomb Raider is at a core. And so we get it on screen and we hopefully make people happy with it.
Yeah, but also when we look at the puzzle, like, we wanted to make a sense why it's there. So we created a whole narration around it, like we created this culture that has this ceremony of bringing the cogs together to open the gate to Tomb of Qualopec. So it was really fun to just build the whole structures and logic and the whole system, why we would be there and how it works.
Yeah, like here's a perfect example of curiosity on display.
Pero uno parece como la IA o algo así.
The player drives in and they come into this new space. You may have never missed this unless you took, or you may have never seen it if you had not taken a chance to actually just look around for it.
I mean, speaking about looking around, is there maybe particular details that you guys are really proud of, or that you want players to really notice in the environment of the game?
Porque hay que tener los shadows de Tomb Raider.
For me was the most
No les gustó a la
important.
gente.
I want people to immerse in the game, and I don't want to break this immersion either for a reason. Every single puzzle, every single obstacle that Lara meets, it makes sense. So, like, when you dive deep into the environment, into the world that we are playing, it's there because someone
Está
built it,
pensando
not
en
because
esta
the
cosa
game
esta,
requires.
la clasificación de la mujer,
And we
la
don't want the environment to feel like it's a heritage site. I mean, we're in the wild. This is a lost time that we are discovering. And as a result, we have the opportunity to kind of do in isolation for a while. So how do you preserve what we know about Incan culture, but at the same time, give it a uniqueness to say, hey, it's unmistakably Tomb Raider, but it's that way because they just evolved in isolation for a while.
Yeah.
And when you play the game, you're going to find out why.
Yeah.
Sick. And then you can have a lot of fun with the overgrown aesthetic as well as...
I mean, that's a part of just...
Picked up as she's traversing through these environments. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of just making sure that the environment feels like you are the person who discovered the first in a very, very long time. Because that's what she does. And we want to make sure that that's how it feels as well.
Está utilizando la sexualización de la mujer no le beneficia a la élite, porque los plebeyos se reproduzcan, porque irían en contra de ello.
That makes sure that Lara's physical...
They are such an
De que la
iconic
élite le
part
interesa tener,
of Tomb Raider for me
o sea,
as
la élite de
well.
la
There's
clase de
so many
Epstein,
that I remember from Greece.
le interesa tener esclavos. No sería mejor que se reprodujeran.
That's the ultimate version of creating into another area, but we do so in a way that's very thoughtful and very precise. You never want to make it feel like we're ignoring the history of
Limitar
this
la
adventure that
sexualidad.
we're reimagining. We wanted to feel like
Castrar
it's
de manera
it's
metafórica
the details like giving her gear items that
a los
allow her to
plebeyos.
extract more lore from the world, preserving some of those classic abilities like push pull.
Es que los hijos de puta se ponen a hablar.
To have this full and we're
their lead as well.
Me
That's
pongo a pensar,
environments that you're
yo la
talking
puta.
about. That sounds sick.
On recently is
No sé qué
Incans, Ancient Greece, Egypt, and we want to be respectful to those cultures and to the history that they have game. So
No soy muy
that's why
del
we've done
juego.
so much research.
And when we decided to
Pero
partner with
recuerdo
the
el
Hogs on this
Underworld, que
game,
fue el
to
único juego.
develop it together, we knew
Los
that they were
puzzles
also
eran una
fans of the
mierda.
game. They
Cuando te caes en una plataforma tienes que entrar que iniciar desde la primera plataforma.
Yeah, so like we've got a designer on the team who
Y si te vuelves a caer tienes que iniciar otra vez desde
and he's
una
really well known
plataforma
in the community. So these are real
más
fans that are
pequeña.
making the game. But
Y
at the
así
same
todo el
time,
puto rato hasta
we're
hacerlo
also,
bien.
you know,
El
we
God
have
of
a
War también
bunch
tiene un
of
chingo de
very
eso.
talented developers who ask the right questions, who push in the right
Porque no
places
pasa
to
el
make sure we
2.
get really cool stuff that's fun to play on screen. And as a developer,
Movement and talk to me a little bit about some of the
Castiga
innovations
bastante el fallar un
that
puto
Lara's
puzzle.
movement can be experienced in Legacy of
Hijos de
Atlantis
puta.
and how it'll feel for players to play as her.
what we hope
Me
is
hizo
we
perder
hope
el
it
tiempo.
feels familiar. We hope that you can pick up the sticks and you're like, wow, this is like putting on an old pair of shoes
Quieren
that are
hacer lo mismo con
super
estos.
to help navigate the world, such as her grapple
Es que la
stuff, that
parte
give her
del
some
puto
unique abilities to
puzzle
interact with
plataforma es lo peor de
objects
este
and
juego.
use it to
A la gente le
navigate.
gustaba de
Those
verdad.
little touches are
No,
moving
pero
upwards through the whose purpose is unknown.
¿cómo se escucha
Gets
esto?
it,
Look at her
and
go.
look at this.
There she is. That's Lara, baby. Oh my god.
Ay,
Lara never comes in through the front door, and she never
Yes.
leaves without style.
calla. Quiero ver cómo se escucha esto.
Moving
No, pero
upwards through the whose purpose is unknown.
¿cómo se escucha
Gets
esto?
it,
Look at her
and
go.
look at this.
Está clean.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, we've got this beautiful landscape around us. The environment art is stunning.
I know.
I mean,
Incredible.
Sí, muy bien, pero mierda, como qué asco de los putos puzzles con plataforma.
What the people were doing though.
A la gente le gusta
hundreds
eso
of
de
years
verdad.
ago, you can, like our teams like this.
look at this is one of my favorite.
Cinema.
Hear the birds chirping the leaves when they play the game. You do.
Yeah.
The type of audience that we have in the sightsee.
I don't know, even joke a little bit and talk a
Damn,
little
cómo se
bit
ve
more
esto,
about
cabrón.
Lara's toolkit and how that's evolved here. So we have mentioned her grapple hook, her we saw the scanner in action as well. How is that really going to affect the gameplay for players, and what other tools has she got up her sleeve?
Well, we've got the, like you said, the two items that we've already discussed,
Nice.
and as Arik mentioned, the scanner has some dual function. But on top,
Qué calor está
give her
haciendo,
some
yo la puta.
skills as that.
A little bit all the time.
No,
What the heck?
so we were like, how do we make this still feel like Tomb Raider, but at the same time, like the upper hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to keep moving all the time. It's like a dance for them.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And you can see a little blue dot on the bottom, which enables you to go into the
Bullet
focus mode, which
time.
slows down time,
Cámara
which is one
lenta.
of my favorite
¿Qué
features
pasó
in our
con
game.
la cámara lenta?
Yeah, when that fills up, she can go into
Yeah.
hyper focus, slow down time, and really pull off those precision shots. But if you're gonna do that, like, give her some style when she does it.
Absolutely.
Let those acrobatics shine.
Y si no, el pedazo.
That's the girl, yeah.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yay! Oh my gosh. What was it like reimagining such an iconic boss fight here as well as the other ones in Atlantis? How was that?
From our perspective, it was just an honor to work on a T-Rex, but like we've worked for such a long time to just make sure it's perfect from our perspective, and we were trying to be respectful to the OG one. You know, the moment when she's coming out like throughout the corner and you see the T-Rex.
Se va a dejar los
We couldn't
glúteos
do exactly
con el
this, but
suelo.
we wanted to have the same emotions when people see her for the first time, and then just working on a design, it was such a blast.
And when you see her, it's like she still has some of those classic DNAs. She's got that beautiful green with the yellow pockets under her eyes. But we've also got some added elements in the feathers that also provide a little bit more of a reason of, she's in a geothermal valley. I mean, she's going to have a little bit of plumage that feels like it matches that environment.
There's so many versions of the T-Rex.
Se ve bastante bien.
Yellow-eyed for me.
No, no me quites el gameplay.
And like chocolate and peanut butter is...
Hijo de puta. ¿Qué es eso?
The tools you use do more than deal damage. They're built to create opportunities, reward teamwork, and let your crew shape the battlefield. It's controlled chaos.
Un freno slow.
And when things get heated, cool them down.
Oh shit, ¿qué es eso, cabrón? Es gameplay. Oh, está guapísimo, puto.
Clearing pests is only part of the job. Success comes from working together.
Είσαι προλέταρας. Είσαι un roguelike, como el estilo.
One exterminaut gets the
Risk of Rain
facility back
2.
online, the rest of the crew holds the line and keeps the site secure.
Tiene como mezclas de diferentes géneros. Bueno, se inspira de otros, no es lo que quiero decir. Se inspira de otros juegos. Me estoy recordando de Los Planet. Supongo que es más como el Helldivers. Una gallina, una cock con tentáculo. Un cock. Una polla con tentáculo.
Call in your ride, defend the extraction zone, and earn your pay. Because in Exterminauts, the best jobs are the ones you survive together.
Interesting.
Magic and Melee take center stage in Warlock, a brand new third-person open-world adventure set in the D&D universe. And bringing this character to life is none other than Maggie. Maggie Robertson, how you doing? AKA
Hello.
Tasha.
Yes, hello. That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
What would you say is the real essence of playing something like Tasha?
Tasha's fun. She's very fun. She's kind of like our weird dark fairy godmother in the game. She will make all of your darkest dreams come true, but there will be a cost.
Well, is there more to her than meets the eye? Because you said a fairy godmother type. Now, many people could interpret that in different ways. So tell me a bit more deeper about Tasha.
She is autism, and she's always far in the game. So you don't always know what her true goals are in the game, so you do always have to stay on your toes with her.
So I know with classes like...
Indeed, I can't search.
You've obviously played many characters before in like Tasha.
Always, so she's always know that you're actually negotiating about this.
Obviously, being incredibly. So are there any sort of
re-enter the universe? D&D is so fun. I genuinely love D&D. I love to play with my friends, and it's very fun.
What can you say?
I don't act out, and all I'm on is fun.
Was the excitement of to re-enter?
Iconic D&D character, and that comes with a decent amount of stress and scariness, and oh God, what have I done? Can I pull this off? And
that's a lot of weight on your shoulder.
Yeah, the least I could do is try.
Yeah. Well, Maggie, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for just voicing so many incredible characters.
Here to show off game, please welcome game producer Hiroyuki Minamatani and game director Shinya Ikuta.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hi. Welcome. Now, we're going to hop straight into some gameplay. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to play?
最初はゲームプレイを紹介しますけれども、ゲームコースについて少しでも説明していただけます？はい。今回小バージョンということで、ティンクルガール以外のステージは、伏せられています。でも本来はすべての8体のボスから1体を選んで。Playing from the GamesCum build that we have here, so we only have one stage available. When the full game comes out, you'll be able to choose from 8 different stages.
So, can you?
Alright, so every stage in the game, each of the stages will be gone off. Okay, games. セットを選びます。はい、じゃあ。セットは体験版の特別な仕様で、実機版ではユーザーが組み合わせて使うことができます。Alright, so for the GamesCom demo, we only have 3 chips available. Once the full game comes out, players will have a very wide variety of chips to use for a variety of skills.
Oh, amazing. Oh, we can see it here right there. So it's going to help block those abilities, right?
で、そのシールを使うときには、攻撃にダメージ受けないようにするんですよね。そうです。はい。Yeah, that's correct. It'll reduce damage.
Yeah, amazing.
で、バリア自体はいつでも解除できます。Alright, so with the shield itself, you can actually turn it off at any point in time too.
So I'm guessing that's going to create a skill curve for players.
まあ多分プレイヤーにとってはそのシールの使い方はやっぱり戦略が必要ですよね。はい、そうです。Yeah, so some strategy.
It's like when
やっぱり敵にはダメージを与えるときにはその傷がついたりそうですね。はい、ダメージ表現が分かりやすくなっています。Yeah, so with each enemy, as you damage them more and more, you'll start to see them kind of develop damage and scars and that sort of thing. And as they become darker, it's clear that they're getting closer to being killed.
Okay, amazing. So as
you damage them more and more, you'll start to see them kind of develop damage and scars and that sort of thing. And as they become darker, it's clear that they're getting closer to being killed.
Un poco innecesario, ¿no? Para lo que
progress through the level as well, we're noticing a lot of familiar enemies and that people recognize.
Es con mucho trabajo innecesario, pero le agrega puntos.
ステージが進行につれて、おなじみの敵と新規の敵が登場す
Soy
るんだけ
mucho
ど、その
mejor.
バランス取るにはどのようにやって取り組んでいます？そうですね。やっぱ懐かしい敵っていうのは、出すとやっぱファンの人はすごく喜んでくれますし、結構なんていうんですかね、配置の位置でかなり攻略が難しくなるような敵もすごくたくさんいるんで、それをバランスよくセットするのが、大事だと思ってます。Yeah, so when it comes to enemies, of course, having a bit of a familiar face allows fans to have a little bit of nostalgia with the gameplay, and introducing new enemies and whatnot will add a different level of challenge to it. So it's a good opportunity for fans to really kind of have that love of the series and some new stuff to experience and bring some challenges to the game.
Yeah, and I think we got a little bit about that in the top left corner.
はい、で新規要素について話してるんだ
Este
け
es
ど、
más
オ
grande
ーバ
y
ーライ
más
ト
rojo
について
todavía.
説明少しでもいただけます？はい、わかりました。ではまず実際に使ってみますね。ちょっとお待ちくださいね。Alright, well you オーバーライト敵を倒したり、ダメージを受けたり、いろいろな、能動的な行動でゲージが溜まっていきます。And the override gauge will build up in a variety of ways, taking damage, damaging enemies and whatnot.
Está guapísimo, cabrón.
How many times can you... Oh, here we go.
Muchos juegos lo pasan por alto. No de agregarle pequeños detalles a los juegos. Se van destruyendo, está
brutal.
brutal.
Is activated, you'll actually become more powerful and you'll be able to unleash some really cool looking attacks like we've seen here on this.
Destroyed. Amazing, and that's our first level stage complete.
Yeah.
Oh, él también.
Yes.
Amazing. Now, one thing is...
El damage va siendo visual.
Phases to it and pretty powerful.
I'm gonna try the second
Aprende
chip now.
Wolverine.
And what is the difference between the weapon chip and the shield chip that we saw?
Polystadium.
So one big difference that players will notice.
Es muchísimo gameplay.
Yeah, so when you play,
¿Qué más hay por ahí?
it's pretty tough.
What thing took him? It took everyone. There's not a soul.
¿Qué es esto? UR.
How many of these things are there?
There are other areas that can get you back to the surface, but you gotta go deeper. Suppose the only way out is through.
Xbox 360, no sé visores de realidad virtual. ¿Hacen juegos de realidad virtual? Creo que no han sacado ninguno. Qué pedazo. Durable Resort.
It's a partnership made in gaming heaven. Together and game like with more on design for Xbox. Xstab
collection or a home furnishing collection, I would say, because it's furniture and accessories.
Things into overdrive with some new
modest.
I think
we can do better. I think we can do better.
Okay, let's get another run real quick.
Yeah.
And I saw as well there was some little pop-ups on the side,
Yeah.
on the right. They look like collection journal entries.
Ah, yes. Bit with us. Yeah. So all you need to do is score against them as well. You can rock up and you can just drift for as long as you like.
A scotch better. I did see the leaderboards on the side as well.
Yeah. The Emerald leaderboards you see, we'll go drive to them now.
How are GamesCum doing?
How are GamesCum doing? Well, whoever live and these leaderboards communicate.
Mode, so you can constantly keep your eye on it, right? Come back to it, have another go.
Exactly. Yeah. So
beautiful.
We're behind this board, so
that was quite cool. Kind of. Yeah.
Hey!
And knowing what to go in and having
The screenplay.
Livery.
And trying to find their way home. Each shift starts aboard the mining ship, where the crew gathers before heading out.
An early quest.
Once we secured the artifact, we can prep the ship for launch.
Underway. It shouldn't take too long. This won't go unnoticed.
And this is it. This is when everything that we've built, everything that we've upgraded throughout the session, all of that really matters. Because now we need to hold out for one final wave until the collector is ready to launch.
The turret's under fire.
That's not good.
Once the collector's ready, everyone races to get aboard, and we take off and head back to the mining ship. Once we're back, we'll regroup, spend some time upgrading our stuff, and then choose our next destination. Each session, you'll be exploring different planets, different jobs, different builds, different opportunities for disaster. And that's Gravhounds. Gravhounds is coming to Xbox and PC, and it's available day one with Game Pass.
Well, Fable fans here at Gamescom are an early guys at whole full so good. Thank you. Yeah, sounds.
We're not one, but is one we're showing in a theatre in the game, and we are bringing together all the disparate bits of Fable that we've been teasing people about for what seems like years now. Right, you're going to see cinematics, you're going to see story, you're going to see choices and consequences, you're going to see combat. That's another big thing that we're talking about here this week and giving some folks hands-on with at Gamescom. And it is all set against the backdrop of the magnificent capital city of Bowerstone. So we're arriving in Bowerstone, not quite for the first time, but certainly early in the game, and taking in its sights.
Oh, blimey, Governor, it looks absolutely delicious. Now, you mentioned we're here at Bowerstone. Talk to us a little bit about maybe this city as well as some of the other ones and how they'll play a role on how the villagers interact or how our character navigates through them.
Absolutely. So Bowerstone, capital of Albion, biggest city in Albion. I think there are some 400 of those 1,000 handcrafted NPCs we've talked about before living right here in the city. 130 houses that you can buy. I think there's about 40 businesses you can buy as well.
Oh my gosh.
So tons and tons to see and do and purchase and get involved with. And obviously that living population is really the sort of beating heart of our game. It's like a Greek chorus that reflects the things you do back at you. And it's all about our reputation system. So the things you do build reputation, and these people will absolutely let you know what they think about the things you've done.
Yeah, Philippa just there, mouthing off again. Classic.
They are not backwards and coming forwards when it's about, you know, telling you what they think about the things you've done. They are very opinionated indeed.
Wow.
This guy is actually my husband. That's Elliot.
Ah,
so I've
hello, Elliot.
I've been to Bowerstone before, and we got married. This is where we live. This is a house. All the buildings in the city and indeed the game, you can go inside. They all have fully realized interiors. The design, the level of detail is just incredible. We live here, Elliot and I, with our daughter Daisy, who's just round the corner here.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to leave our father to deal with that question.
Probably. That's easier. The interior is absolutely gorgeous, Ralph.
Yeah, incredible work from our artists, incredible work from our technicians. A really, really beautiful game, and very varied within Bowerstone. We're going to see a variety of different parts of the city, which will all reflect the different statuses of the people who live here.
Gorgeous. Wow. So whereabouts are we headed off to? What is our hero up to on this journey?
Great. Well, quick story recap. What has brought us here is obviously that terrible event that happened at the start of the game. You'll remember for Dev Direct, I hope that your village was turned to stone, including your grandma. Very sad. You grew up, you have left the village, and you're now looking for the help of the legendary heroes of the Heroes Guild, because Grandma said, get into that game, our grandma and our
grandma.
Mother? Can I get a large beer, please? Thank you.
Right.
Oh. Oh.
Obviously, you can choose to throw it over him or just hand it over. We've been asking the crowd in the theatre what they think. It's generally throw.
Bloody
Oh. Ty boliastos.
All right. Hero. Yeah, of course you are.
I need your help.
Now I'm finished. Guild's closed.
My nan used to tell stories about you. She
Your
said...
nan? If you're some kind of mega fan, I think I've still got some merch out the back. Got shields with my face on. Sort of tabard things.
She's trapped. They all are. My whole village. There was a woman in red. She could have been a hero or...
You're a hero. You'll work it out.
And what about you? You're being evicted. You gonna tell me what happened?
I mean, I'm not particularly proud of it, but I ran up a few debts. I don't like to talk about that. I reached out to a local sculptor in town, commissioned him to capture my image in a raw and marble. Anyway, I don't know what I did wrong, but Geezer wouldn't pay me in the end. I did what anyone would do, and I went down to Ronnie's place.
You lost the Heroes Guild on a bet. It's fine. I'll get it back. And your gold.
You're not listening.
Es interesante la historia. Estoy atrapado. Estoy inmerso.
I'm not doing it for you.
Inmersivo en gameplay.
Well then, oh Humphrey.
Yeah, they say never meet your hero. It's there. Obviously, that now thinks you're an arsehole. Millions have left throughout the game permanent.
So going back, where
before we're super familiar with it, I guess, from like TV. You know, The Office did it, and Parks and Recreation did it, and lots of great shows like that. To see into the mind, they would in a 2-hour game. A little more
Any hero. Mind if I take notes?
He wants all Golden Balls evicted, and we're happy.
Doesn't need to get violent.
Whoa, giving villains a chance to save themselves? So heroic.
Wrong! Ronnie owns those deeds now. Legally, the guild's hers. So that means you're trespassing.
Get somewhere safe!
Oh no. So we weren't able to talk ourselves out there. Ralph, what are we seeing with the combat here?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what we call style weaving combat, right? And it's an evolution, I think, of the combat that people loved in the original Fable trilogy. And it's an evolution, I think, of the combat that people loved in the original Fable trilogy, right? And it's an evolution, I think, of the combat that people loved in the original Fable trilogy. It's about strength, skill, and will, which is about weaving between ranged and melee and magical attacks. We hope really seamlessly, really simply, really fluidly to allow you to choose how you take on any given combat scenario. You know, so the player that we've recorded for this particular video, super skilled at this, knows all the moves, you know, but is also demonstrating just how easy it is to move from one style to another and dispatch the enemies.
Absolutely. Love that little move with the dagger at the end.
Very nice, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm the hero of Bry Hill.
I don't know where that is, but I bet they're proud of having you as the hero.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, right. I have Mr. Golden's script. It's the first musical.
This is after this one, you'll actually take part in that very same musical. So we'll meet Billy again. That's for another day, but something that people can look forward to when they play the game in February when we come out. What we're seeing right now, though, is a very quick glimpse at our skill tree. We're spending a skill point we earned from that last combat encounter on a new spell called Blades, which is great for crowd control. But I'm sure people will be freeze framing and screen capping that
El diseño del entorno se ve
screen
súper
just to see
Enjoy that.
what else
Juguetón.
might be contained within.
Yeah, can you give me some tips maybe about
Sí,
how
súper
I should build
característico.
my hero, or what should players focus on with their talents and skills?
So that's a great question. I think honestly the question, the
Y
answer
dices
that we
por
would always
dónde
go to is,
no
do
será
you want you to be the
muchísimo
hero you want to be, right? And we've set
videojuego.
up this combat system, the way progression works, the way that you'll build skills and new moves and upgrade your weapons.
El
It's based on
videojuego
how
me dice
you
por
want to
dónde
develop
ir.
as a hero, and I guess also your particular
No.
style in combat. You know, there are lots, you know, so it's all about how you want to.
In here and earlier in the, so we made it.
Business with Ronnie or what?
That you. The Silks? Is it the Silks? I think it's the Silks.
We don't care about manners.
Any feedback for me,
Same
by the
letters.
way?
Oh, fine.
I'm on a work experience placement. If I don't make it here, I've got to slum it with the Oakshire gangs, you know?
Try swearing more, arsehole.
Blimey.
Lo que le ha
I
dicho.
could give it a shitting go. Cheers, hero.
Yeah, fair enough. He doesn't seem like the most confident criminal I've ever come across, our friend Stan,
but I think our advice will stand him in good stead.
I think
any number of ways. When you actually play it in the game, I think for in the interest of time, we pay our way through this next particular this lock.
Really taking on new clients right now.
So yeah, we're cash rich, so we're just going to pay the $2.5 grand.
easy way. There you go.
Can't you look the other way?
For that amount of coin, I'll look whichever way you tell me to, mate. Why don't you go on through, eh? Make yourself at home, but not too at home. No touching the boss's stuff. She'll be with you shortly.
Sarney, love her name as well. Was
Yes.
someone called Big Bath as well?
Yeah, that was. I
see?
think that was another member of the gang.
Ah.
Yeah. It's a
Old
good
sandwich
nickname.
pastry. Yeah. Could be worse.
So we're looking for the guild deeds, and I guess the likelihood is that they're behind this locked door. But you know, our hero is resourceful. We're gonna pick this lock.
She did give us a wee clue to have a look about. Well, tell us not to, but what are you going to do in this scenario? Not open the locked door?
Exactly.
Oh, I love all the trinkets we've got around here.
Yeah, and
Very pretty.
we don't do it in this video, but there's a lot more to rummage through in this
Better get this back to the guild.
in this particular room. But yeah, in the interest of time, we're just going to grab the guild deeds and go.
Yeah, Ralph, I'm really guilty for that. I'm checking every nook and cranny.
I do the same.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
I think it's good player behavior.
Me
Sí,
too.
muy
Thank you.
entornado.
Vindication. I like that.
Realmente
Had a
parece un
few too many pints,
mundo de
actually.
fantasía.
You smug git. That's quite funny. I tell you what, though, it takes stones robbing from me in my own poorhouse. Humphrey used to be like that, back in the day, before he shit
Es
the
un
bed and
tatuaje,
fell
creí que era una
apart.
cicatriz.
Not that I haven't enjoyed watching the guild slowly bleed out.
Well, you're bleeding out next.
Now you're speaking my language.
This hero causing you grief, boss.
Nothing you lot can't sort out. Humphrey should have warned you not to fuck with me, hero. Bit late now. Sort them out.
Okay, another wee look at combat, another
En la
practice on
piñita.
our hands.
Ay, lo mató.
We spoke about some of the different various combat that we can use for tools,
Entonces,
melee, range, etc. How
Toma,
do they
cabrón.
complement each other? And Ralph, what's your preferred style? You mentioned that big hammer earlier.
So I love a big hammer.
Yeah.
I think exactly. And like I say, I tend to go
Eso es una magia
for
terrible.
big
El
damage dealing
run.
spells, like blades, like fireball. But you can play the game in a bunch of different ways. We actually had somebody playing in hands-on over in our behind closed doors demos
¿Dónde
today,
montaste eso?
who absolutely blitzed through it. Incredible skill level. Did it on the highest difficulty level. So our team were sort of standing around applauding. Kind of thing.
Wow.
So you can bring a lot to it. I think one of the things we're trying to show this week
Se
with the
puede
demos
ser
we're
rodeado
doing,
con imagen.
is that you can come to this with whatever skill level you have, and the game will meet you at it. We have a bunch of different difficulty levels, and also a range of enemies that will challenge you in different ways.
Yeah, that sounds class. Speaking of a range of different enemies, we've got quite a large gentleman here with maybe a different level of threat than our heroes face. What are we
Solo
seeing?
puedes tener cuatro
He's a big
magias.
lad, isn't he? I wouldn't go as far as to say
Con
he's
el RT.
like a mini boss or anything like that. He's just a particularly large human enemy, of which we have, you know, a bunch. We absolutely do have what we class as mini bosses, you know, really large enemies that are going to give you even more of a challenge than this guy, and then we have proper boss fights as well, as you can imagine, against Isabel, who we met in June in our showcase trailer, and who knows, perhaps against someone else as well. But yeah, this dude is just a really large guy with an axe. And, as you can see, takes a bit of wearing down, but is ultimately no match for our hero.
Obviously. Oh, absolutely sparked. Oh, shame about that beautiful mustache.
Indeed.
Oh well. Is that Big Bap? He should be called Big Bap.
I wonder if it was Big Bap actually. We didn't see Sanj there. Hopefully he got away.
Maybe ran away from the criminal afterlife. Well, this looks absolutely stunning. I know I won't be alone in saying that, Ralph. So congrats to you, the team at Playground, everything for Fable. I can't wait to actually get my hands and play. But if there's anything you'd like to share with the folks at home, what are you hoping that they take away from this?
Well, look, I mean, people have been saying to us for ages when we put out a bunch of trailers for this game over the years. People have been saying to us, show us the gameplay, show us the gameplay. That's exactly what we've been doing this year. In June, we showed 30 minutes of our life simulations. Here, we're showing what it's really like to play a game and a quest in our game. This is a genuine quest from our game, and it combines all those things, right? There's conversations, there's choices, there's moral dilemmas, there's freedom, there's combat, there's humor, there's cinematics, there's people from Peep Show. You know, so it's kind of got everything. We're getting a really great reaction from folks in the theatre at GamesCum this week. I hope many enjoyed this.
Thank you. As much as I have 2 world premieres and some of the biggest upcoming games like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Day PUBG's exclusive. Before we go,
the world fight.
No hay fecha.
Right,
Al inicio. ¿Qué está haciendo la señora? Se ve interesante el Fable. Fable. Esta es la otra conferencia, ya la veo. Ay, este no es. Este es el drifting del DualSense. Estoy en un video. Creo que hay reemplazos para el DualSense Edge. Pero no estoy viendo opciones como el Flight Apex 5 o el control de este de Steam. El DualSense Edge.
Fellow gamers and industry folks, welcome to the Future Games Show at GamesCom. I'm Nick Apostolidis, the voice and motion capture actor behind Leon Scott Kennedy. You may remember me and my one-liners from some recent incredibly stressful vacations to small towns in Europe and Raccoon City alike.
And I'm Anja Santalbano, though you probably know me best as Grace Ashcroft in Resident Evil Requiem. I was the one hanging upside down, hyperventilating in a Velcro suit, while he was pulling up in a Porsche and doing roundhouse kicks.
Hey, remember when I gave you that really cool gun, though?
It had 1 bullet, Nick.
One very powerful bullet. Inventory management is my love language.
Well, let's put the trauma behind us for now, because we're joining forces to get you up to speed on the latest and greatest gaming news.
We've got a ton of exclusive trailers and developer deep dives, as well as some world premieres that will make you want to punch a boulder inside a volcano.
So if you want to keep track of everything, head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist all of the games from today's show.
Once we wrap up, you can also visit GamesRadar.com for follow-up coverage on everything we've got in store for you, including what's lurking behind this trailer-shaped door. Lights, please.
Lurking? Okay, let's just get into our very first world premiere.
Damn, tiene una voz brutal. Los dos están brutalísimos.
Welcome, loyal viewers, to the Emperor's 99th Intergalactic Gauntlet. Let's meet the latest crop of carefully staffed contestants. You don't actually have a choice, but maybe these highlights will change your mind.
Triste, cabrón. 3D isométrico. Es que, pero están guapísimos los putos gordos. Se pueden destruir los escenarios. Y sí que los destruyen. Worms tácticos y galácticos. Worms.
The worms are back, and not the kind that hijack your nervous system.
No, these are the cute British ones with the holy hand grenades.
Worms Galactic is a tactical spin-off coming soon to PC and consoles.
But if you're a fan of the 2D style the series is known for, a brand new Worms game is also on its way.
And now it's time for some news from our good friends at Capcom. Here is a brand new trailer for Onimusha, Way of the Sword.
ゲームショーをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。はダークファンタジーの世界観で描かれる江戸時代初期の京都を舞台に至高の剣撃アクションが楽しめます。本日現象を正気によって身動きが取れなくなっており、武蔵の助けを待っています。さらに新しいシネマティックなトレーラーをご用意しているので、本作は9月4日金曜日に発売予定です。それでは特別なトレーラーをどうぞご覧ください。
Fighting is everything. It's warm blood on cold steel. The sound of your blade breaking armor. The thrill of striking down your foes with otherworldly precision. So fight smart. Fight hard. Fight like a demon.
Se ve bien, supongo, pero no me llama la atención. Me gusta el Japón feudal. Por eso no quiero jugarlo, Sekiro.
Carve your name into legend. And become the Oni you were meant to be. Unleash your demons. Onimusha, Way of the Sword.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Must be nice to parry all the time without your knife breaking in half.
Hey, don't pout. I'm sure the merchant appreciated all the business.
Yeah, you're right. I do love that guy. But anyways, Onimusha Way of the Sword is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th, so not long now before you can get your hands on it.
Our next game, which concerns one of our favorite shared subjects, zombies, is a side-scrolling brawler set in the Walking Dead universe. Think Streets of Rage with more headshots.
Está guapísimo, cabrón. Maybe 18. Maybe del mes 18.
Dog. I practiced that.
That was good.
Guys, you can actually play as Negan in The Walking Dead Streets of Survival when it lands on the 18th of September. Make sure it's on your wish list.
Now, let's take a closer look at Dioxide, a cell-shaded shooter set in a world ravaged by corporations.
Sounds a little too familiar.
¿Qué dijo?
Dioxide, a cell-shaded shooter set in a world ravaged by corporations.
Sounds a little too familiar.
¿Se refería a la concita o a la vida real? Cell shading. No. Qué rico. Es su bebé. Está que pisa el puto bebé. No lo pruebas, no quieres dejar. Como por el culo.
if the sky once knew a sun. Remember, the corporation provides.
Oil is slave. Oh, está guapísimo, cabrón. ¿Cómo es esto? El cel shading. Oh, me lleva la puta. Dios, me la pone bien dura, cabrón. Y las pelotas se me hinchan. Dioxid. Tengo las bolas bien hinchadas.
Paint the canvas red in Dioxide, which is coming soon to PC. Oh, and while we've got you, a quick reminder to stay tuned for FGS Live from GamesCum.
Déjame ver un poco más. Fuck, qué bien se ve, cabrón. Es que el cel shading está en otro puto nivel. Y a la gente no le gusta. Hijos de puta. Malitos. Oh, qué bien se ve. Y encima está basado en Estados Unidos, América.
Paint the canvas red in Dioxide, which is coming soon to PC. Oh, and while we've got you, a quick reminder to stay tuned for FGS Live from GamesCum, our sister show which airs directly after we wrap up.
We'll be passing the baton to the FGS editorial team for even more exclusive trailers and world premieres, so make sure you stick around for that. Here's a little teaser of what you can look forward to.
Thank you very much, Angela and Nick. I'm Jules Gill, and I'm also the host of FGS Live from Gamescom. You can join me and Nathan immediately after the Future Games show for more world premieres, release date reveals, and, of course, brand new trailers. It is genuinely our best show ever, so make sure you stick around for it.
Make sure you stick around after the show for even more amazing game reveals.
And speaking of world premieres, we've got our second one coming up right now for the sequel to a dark fantasy action RPG. Let's check it out.
Dark fantasy RPG, Wilson.
The goddess is dying. Reality crumbles in blood and flame. Speaks of an ascended hero that will sacrifice themselves to save the world. But prophecies are nothing but means of control.
Mi juego de los Starbuck. Se tardó mucho en sacarlo en Occidente. Dos.
Wish lists at the ready because Wilson 2 is coming to early access in 2027.
Okay, here's a closer look at A Short Quest. It's a nostalgic dungeon crawler built with love by two developers. Let's take a look, shall we?
Dos. A Short Quest.
I have a task of great importance.
¿Cuánto dura este? 2 horas, cabrón. Es muchísimo.
Could you stop banging on the bloody gate?
Wrong place, fuckface.
Mañana va a haber más conferencias. Creo que solo estas son como las únicas en las que se muestra algo. Voy ahora hasta la mitad y voy a jugar al salto.
Take this note to the king. It should be a short quest.
A Short Quest is coming soon to PC, and there's a playtest available now if you want to check it out.
We've got a high-octane racing game up next. Perfect for a guy who plays a character with such an excellent track record with motor vehicles.
And yet they gave Leon a Porsche. Anyway, here's a brand new developer diary for Clutch.
Hello, Future Game Show. I'm Mike Brown, creative director here at Maverick Games. Clutch is a cinematic, open-world driving game where you will take on the roles of Theo and Cass, a pair of sibling racing prodigies who are leading a double life of pro racing driver by day, underground street racer by night. Set across the beautiful French Riviera. We wanted to take players to the French Riviera as well as Monaco because it's a beautiful, aspirational location that's also home to some of the world's best driving roads. And it's also a part of the world that's just steeped in car culture as well as motoring and motorsport history. Our story is a grand, action-packed adventure with really high stakes. But ultimately, it's a story about our characters, who are flawed, sometimes infuriating, but always lovable. And it's about how these characters find their place in the world and the importance of family. And the biggest impact of a story like this is the greater context, importance, and meaning it gives to the activities that you'll be taking part in throughout the game. So when you're finishing a race, that's not just ticking off a piece of content. Because of the story, it really matters. In terms of vehicle handling, it's my belief that we need an authentic handling model that has enough depth and edge to it, but it will punish you if you drive too hard. You need that ability to mess up, otherwise it can't feel good when you nail it. And in a model like this, it has a really high skill ceiling, so the more you play, the more you're going to feel your skills getting better and better. And that's where the real satisfaction lies in this kind of game. In Clutch, every car feels weighty, authentically mechanical, and they each have a distinct feel and personality. Clutch has a rich and detailed open world where there are new things to see and discover around every bend in the road. In our recreation of Monaco, we have at least represented every road that exists in real-life Monaco. And as you're out exploring these streets, note that the buildings aren't cookie cutters. We haven't made a lot of presets and then repeated the buildings over and over. Every building in Monaco has been uniquely built by our artists. And as you're out driving through this beautiful open world, know that it's a world that's full of challenges and collectibles to reward you for all of that exploration. Clutch is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles and PC in spring of 2027. You can wishlist right now. And for more information, follow us on all of our social channels or check out the...
Clutch is coming to PC and consoles in spring 2027. Ange, what's up next?
Well, let's change the lighting again. Because it's time for another world premiere. And this one is a sequel to an atmospheric puzzle platformer.
Oh no, puzzles. Este lo tengo en la wishlist. Aunque no sé si lo jugaré. Tengo excelentísimo. Se puede un poco doble. Aunque será mejor en cooperativo. Muy bien.
Break 2 Alliance of the Storms is a stunning cooperative Metroidvania launching in 2027.
And now we're taking a look at the latest trailer for Serious Sam Shadowverse, a roguelike shooter set across a multiverse of mayhem.
Ooh.
All ready to gamble with our lives. Let's fight, you big ugly! Hell yeah!
This is the end for you.
Damn, ¿cómo se ve? Ah, es del Sirius.
Serious Sam Shadowverse is coming to PC and consoles on August 31st, 2026. That's next week, Ange.
So soon. But you know what else is coming soon? And to us all, eventually. Death. Graveyard Keeper 2 is a cozy cemetery simulator where you manage a medieval business, bury the locals, and occasionally harvest their organs for a tidy profit.
Let's check it out.
Welcome to your charming new town.
Step 1.
Plant your first seeds. Perfect. Step 2. Take care of your adorable animals. They'll pay you back 100-fold. Step 3. Harvest fresh resources from the garden. Organic and locally sourced. Step 4. Send your helpers on a lovely field trip. Look how much they've grown. Meet your charming neighbor.
Does she even know I'm a skull? Oh.
What a chatterbox. And your loyal companion will help you with every task. Restore your little town, automate your production, and watch your community bloom. A peaceful, relaxing life sim.
Another marketing lie? No wonder they're all getting fired.
Have fun.
Prime your shovels, folks, because Graveyard Keeper 2 is coming to PC and consoles on September 22, 2026.
Building a cult in co-op. Here's the
the communal garden, making just one sacrifice. But before you know it, your friends will have you stockpiling firearms, riding farm animals into battle, and praising the ancient ones. If your friends tell you, be cool, man, do not be cool. Be skeptical, be vigilant, be cult-free. Friends don't let friends join cults. Brought to you by Concerned Citizens Against Join Us.
Join Us is coming to PC and consoles in March 2027. What's next, Angela?
Got some gun fu for you, Nick. This next game is a kinetic cyberpunk shooter starring a sentient combat implant. Feast your eyes on the latest trailer for Spine.
In this city, you're never really alone. They say the AI keeps you safe. I used to believe that. But I learned better. Tensor calculates, gangs execute. And people like me, we pay the price. Their strongest weapon is called Spine.
Combat mode activated.
Too bad I stole. They think they've got it all under control. But every system has exceptions. I'm one of them.
Todo esto es gameplay. Metal Gear. Vi esta imagen en Twitter. Este aqui. Cheio de puta madre. Pensei que era Billy Ellis. Billy Ellis. Billy Ellis. Good Form. 2027.
Damn, that kind of made me want to do a roundhouse kick.
Oh, are you sure? Without warming up?
Good call. Wouldn't want to throw out my spine. Which is coming to PC and consoles in 2027.
Well, that, the trailer, not Nick's comment, was totally worth a wish list, right?
I'm here all day, guys.
Yes, yes you are. Anyway, let's shift gears with our first Ones to Watch deep dive, where we go deep on the game the internet is raving about.
And with that in mind, here's an exclusive interview with Fuse Games about Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Hey Future Game Show, my name's Matt Webster and I'm a runs Bay games. We've got with real is a match made. Yeah, the more I can leaders on the track at the same time, cutting each other up. You're probably familiar with land speeders, which foot on the gas, holding speed through corners by driving, but it's fragile. Got a fantastic ability where it can out of the corner, and it's all about kind of threading the needle in thin lines. And then our final vehicle is something that's brand new to Star Wars, and it's called the Skim Speeder. We've designed this in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, and this vehicle is more akin to a lower level racing plane.
Acrobatic airplanes that gracefully handle corners until they need to flip up onto a knife edge.
The Skim Speeder is perhaps the most elegant of our vehicles, with its carving, banked turns, as well as its ability to roll up onto a knife edge and pull high G maneuvers around the tightest of turns. Strapping into a Skim Speeder is an absolute thrill ride.
Being in your wide and proud profile, gracefully
sweeping
through the tracks, and then snapping up onto that knife edge and cutting into the apex. The sound design is fantastic, and then the visuals on top of it of how dramatic the change on the screen is.
Our audio team have done a fantastic job on making the Skim Speeder feel like an authentic Star Wars vehicle. Making a new vehicle in the Star Wars galaxy is an amazing opportunity. So we collaborated deeply with Lucasfilm Games to make something that...
And it's where they intercycle racing vehicle in Star Wars galaxy, the pod racer.
We knew we couldn't make a Star Wars racing game without including the iconic pod races. Sense of speed is a hugely important aspect to the game, and it's something that we poured a lot of love and attention into. When you then step into a pod racer, the speeds are absolutely wild. The best thing about seeing people pick the controller up is that immediate smile on your face. Wow, this is fast, but this is controllable speed. And when I make a mistake, I have this wonderful audio-visual payoff inside the crashing that's expected, but fair. Star Wars Galactic Racer is coming October 6th on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Now that is pod racing. Thank you to Fuse Games for the inside scoop on Star Wars Galactic Racer, which is coming to PC and consoles on October 6th.
And what do you know? It's time for another world premiere. Here's your first look at an alchemical action-adventure game. And I'm told that what you're about to see is captured entirely in-engine and built from in-game assets.
Let's check it out.
Zombies, ¿dónde zombies? ¿Qué es eso? Mongoles. Oh shit, cabrón, ¿y ese pedazo?
That was Alchemia, House of Wisdom, which you can wishlist now on Steam. It's coming soon to PC and consoles.
Right. This next game sounds like our comeuppance for all the green herbs we've eaten. It's called Trees Hate You.
Now see, that's why I don't go to the woods unless I know there's a cabin with a typewriter in it.
Precisely. The plants get their revenge in Trees Hidden, which is coming out on November 16.
And just like that, here's another world premiere for a hand-drawn cooperative golfing adventure. Let's take a look.
Estás sad. ¿Por qué estás sad? Está guapísimo, cabrón.
Bye Bye Bonnie is coming soon to PC.
Nice. And we're following that with a new trailer for Arizona Sunshine, a flat-screen remake of the beloved VR zombie shooter.
Step on it! Hey, buddy. I got a bad feeling about this. Go get him, buddy. Holy.
Hacer de los dos.
This is Arizona Sunshine, a third-person co-op shooter set in the zombie apocalypse. You play as Sonny, an unhinged, foul-mouthed survivor, just seeking connection. Hey, Fred. Shit. In the apocalypse, it's always more fun. An online co-op. But for this to be a real zombie classic, we had to have split screen. And of course, you can play as Buddy. Good job. What the hell have they been doing here? It's dead. It's you. A little man with no power whatsoever. There's Arizona Sunshine. Wish list now.
Gotta love split screen. Take the scenic route through the apocalypse in Arizona Sunshine, which is coming soon to PC.
Or perhaps you'd rather wind down with some virtual manual labor and heavy equipment operation?
Sure, I know someone who could use the wrecking ball practice.
Well, here's an update on Construction Simulator Evolution.
¿Eso decir?
Every place carries a story. But not every story is meant to last. Sometimes progress means letting go. Piece by piece, what once stood comes down. Not out of destruction, but out of choice. Because every new beginning needs space. We tear down to reshape the future.
Master the art of demolition in Construction Simulator Evolution, which is coming soon to PC and consoles.
And now for something completely different.
That's right. Our next game is a surreal medieval shooter inspired by the works of Hieronymus Bosch.
Wow, tough havoc. infierno. El paraíso, ¿y cuál es el otro?
Survive the Garden of Earthly Delights in Hieronymus, which is coming soon to PC.
Get it on your wish list ASAP, but don't close that tab because it's time for yet another world premiere. It's the next game from a beloved Kyoto indie studio.
Qué miedo, cabrón. Es el Shy Guy de Mario. Ay, qué miedo. Ay, no me asustes. Pixel Junk. Eso no es lo que me estaba enseñando el trailer, ¿eh? Un tower defense. I can't believe it. Qué cabrones, parece algo de terror. Monster 3.
Repel the hand-drawn hordes in Pixel Junk Monsters 3, which is coming soon. Drop it on your wish list now and sign up for the private playtest, which kicks off on September 4th.
Next up, we've got a developer diary for Ion 2, an Unreal Engine 5 MMO where the sky is your battlefield.
Unreal. Dios, qué bien soy.
안녕하세요. 아이온2의 개발을 총괄하고 있는 백승욱 CBO입니다. 완전히 새로운 MMORPG를 만든다기보다 기존 MMORPG 플레이어들이 아쉬워했던 부분을 그동안의 경험과 발전된 기술을 결합하여 해법을 제시하고자 하였습니다. 친구나 지인이 함께 플레이하는 즐거움을 원하는 사람은 결코 사라지지 않을 것이므로 그런 분들의 기대에 부응하는 게임을 계속 만들고 있습니다. 아이온2가 그런 기대를 충족시키는 게임이라고 생각합니다.
아이온2는 자유로운 비행뿐만 아니라 하늘과 땅, 물속까지 눈에 보이는 모든 곳을 직접 가볼 수 있다는 것이 핵심입니다. 단순히 넓기만 한 필드가 아니라 공간의 제약 없이 세계를 직접 탐험하면서 진정한 오픈 월드를 경험할 수 있도록 만들었습니다.
안녕하세요. 아이온2 게임 디렉터 김남준입니다. 반갑습니다. 기존 게임들에서 높은 곳은 그저 랜드마크였지만 아이온2는 그 장소에도 플레이가 가능한 공간이기 때문에 탐험의 재미가 더욱 커졌다고 할 수 있고 전쟁 상황에서 창의적이고 변칙적인 플레이가 발생하는 것을 확인했습니다. 보통 비행을 하게 되면 등속 운동이나 가속 운동을 하게 되는데 이렇게 했을 때 실제로 캐릭터는 빠르게 움직이지만 유저들이 느끼는 속도감은 느껴지지 않게 되는 것 같았습니다. 그래서 비행 속도를 높여주는 서클 등 다양한 요소를 추가하여 속도감이 느껴질 수 있도록 많은 노력을 기울였습니다. 높은 곳에 올라가 봤을 때 이제 무언가 주변 시야가 아닌 공중에서 그 주변을 확인할 수 있는 요소가 추가되면서 이를 통해 발생할 수 있는 플레이의 확장성을 열었다라고 생각해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 도전적인 컨텐츠를 원하시는 분들은 높은 난이도의 컨텐츠에 도전하면서 공략과 성장의 성취감을 느낄 수 있고 조금 더 편안한 플레이를 원하시는 분들은 채집이나 몬스터 수집 같은 다양한 컨텐츠를 자신의 속도에 맞춰 즐길 수 있습니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 아이온2에서 아트 디렉터를 맡고 있는 차봉섭입니다.
아트레아에서는 목적지로 향하는 과정 자체가 하나의 경험이 되기를 바랬습니다. 길을 걷다가 문득 시선을 빼앗는 풍경을 만나고 물속으로 들어가 예상하지 못했던 공간을 발견하고 하늘로 날아올랐을 때는 익숙한 세계가 전혀 다른 모습으로 보이는 경험을 주고 싶었습니다. 그렇게 이동하고 탐험하는 과정에서 저곳에는 무엇이 있을까라는 호기심이 자연스럽게 생기는 세계, 그것이 저희가 만들고 싶었던 아트레아입니다.
안녕하세요. 아이언2 풍연섭 기술 디렉터입니다. 언리얼 엔진 5의 새로운 렌더링 기술을 활용해 더 많은 오브젝트를 효율적으로 렌더링했고 넓은 월드에서도 자연스러운 그림자를 표현했으며 시간과 환경 변화에 따른 조명도 사실적으로 구현할 수 있었습니다.
솔로 플레이어들이 할 수 있더라도 큰 부담이 없도록 런칭 이후 플레이어 분들에게 나갈 계획입니다. 실제 플레이 데이터와 피드백을 다각도로 살펴보며 중요하다고 생각합니다.
이걸 빨리 글로벌 유저들한테 어서 빨리 보여드리고 싶은 그런 마음, 너무 기쁜 마음으로 기대하고 있어 사실. 지금 바로 스팀 위시리스트에 추가해주세요.
9월 17일과 18일 이틀간 진행되는 런칭 스케일 테스트에도 꼭 함께 해주세요.
10월 5일에 플레이해보세요.
Mark your diaries for September when you can finally get your hands on Ion 2. Okay, Ange, let's give the good people another trailer.
You got it. Here's the release date trailer for Star Trek Outposts Unknown, a Starfleet city builder where you chart alien worlds.
Juego de gestión. Es de gestión con esos juegos. Star Trek.
October 20th.
Next up, we've got a brand new trailer for the tactical shooter War Dogs, and I think it's about time we find out the release date for this game. Don't you?
You know it.
Sin players. Tactical.
Pre-order and wishlist it now because War Dogs is launching into early access on September 10th.
And now it's time to check out The Journey Home, an atmospheric puzzle platformer written by the best-selling author Sophie Lee Robbins.
How I got here?
Actual gameplay.
I don't remember. I've spent my whole life gazing up at the stars. But I've never seen beauty like this. This place is different. Time has stopped. Or was it ever even moving at all? Everything, all at once, illuminated. There's something here, and it knows me. All of me. Just beyond my reach, there's a face, a voice I know better than my own, pulling at me.
Acabas de consumir drogas.
Whatever is waiting for me out there, has been calling me my whole life. I have to find out what it is.
Nostro gamer.
Soon to PC, but there's a demo out now on Steam if you want to check it out.
The beloved Shopkeeper RPG, which is currently in early access, but for how much longer?
Moonlighter.
This shop
Ai
isn't your
niitä ikosti
choice.
puutun. Sieltä
It's
niistä
your
rioista.
duty, your legacy, and it gives you a chance to learn how to read the room, to pick your battles, to know exactly what's worth keeping. You learn that not all fights are won with steel. Some are won with patience. Some with care. Because greed will fill your pack. But only wisdom brings it home. Driven by heart. You balance both worlds. Not to escape your legacy, but to own it. This is who you are.
The Endless World.
Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault 1.0 release lands on September 2nd for PC and consoles. Don't miss it.
For this next trio of trailers, we're going to pass over presenting duties to some awesome HoloLive creators.
So, while we go hit the safe room for some green herb smoothies, please welcome Shiori Novella and Vestia Zeta to the Future Game Show. How's it going?
Thank you, Leon and Grace, or Nick and Angela. I'm Shiori, and this is... Hi, I'm Zeta. And we're so excited to be here with you guys. Alright, let's get into it. First up is Everwind, a first-person survival game where you and your friends command a flying ship across a shattered sky. Super cool.
Draft. Bene, un raft espacial, cabrón. Con aerónomo. Minecraft.
Everwind is coming to consoles in 2027 with a major update coming in September. But, what's next? Next is... Ooh, this one's a good one. Sword Sage Awakening, a third-person action RPG where you take down beasts from Chinese folklore. Even better, there's even a cute red panda friend.
Es un video. No están allí. No estaban allí. que te todas, de todo, te tiras. ¿Qué llevas allí, mujer? Diferentes weapons. Listo.
Sword Sage Awakening is coming soon to PC and consoles. But you can wishlist it now on Steam. And you could because it looks really cool.
It does look really cool. We have one more game to show you before we hand it back to Nick and Angela. Here's a new trailer for The Sinking City 2, a survival horror game set in a creepy Lovecraftian world.
Cool.
Oh, that looks so cool and spooky. The Sinking City 2 is out now. And it's coming to Switch 2 in 2027. Enjoy the monsters then. And with that, we're out of here. Thanks for having us, Future Game Show.
Thank you for having us. Now back to Nick and Angela. I mean, Leon and Grace.
I love you!
Thanks for stopping by.
And as for what's next, we've got our second Ones to Watch deep dive.
Here's an interview with the team behind Tides of Annihilation, a fantasy hack and slash set in a fractured London and inspired by Arthurian legend.
Le hizo mucha grasa, Leon.
Hello, my name is Game Director of by Arthurian legend. However, we did not want simply to reproduce the existing mythology of in its entirety. We wanted to approach it from the perspective of Chinese developers and transform it into a fantasy game. Although the game is based on Arthurian legend, the entire story has been reinterpreted from our perspective as developers.
Gwendolyn's background is one of the main elements of the game's story, so I can reveal a little about who she is at the beginning of the game. At the start, Gwendolyn is an ordinary person from the modern world, who becomes caught up in the disaster caused by an invasion from another dimension. As a modern person, who becomes caught up in the disaster caused by an invasion from another dimension. As a modern person, she's thrown into a hostile and malicious other world. While she's there, she receives encouragement from her companions and gradually grows into a commander capable of leading the knights.
Use it to command your spectral knights.
We wanted to present a point at which the game has settled into a relatively stable rhythm, and the combat systems are being used more fully. As a result, the section being shown takes place around the middle of the game, and features a relatively high level of combat intensity.
Combat is at the heart of the experience, because this is ultimately an action game. We want as many players as possible to experience the enjoyment of action games when they play it. For that reason, we have carefully refined the combat system. This includes the Knight system, which gives players access to a greater variety of character builds. Players can combine these elements to create many different combat styles.
The concept we developed is something I call the dual frontline battle system. This system allows the protagonist to fight alongside the knights she summons, working together with them in battle. I wanted to introduce more companions into combat, so that the player would no longer feel alone and would have the sense that other characters were actively supporting them. Our game is primarily an action-adventure game, so it has two central elements. The first is, of course, combat. The other is exploring and adventuring through another world. The adventure side of the game also builds on the important feature of the combat system, the knights. During exploration, the knights provide the protagonist with a wide range of abilities and assistance. The main purpose of exploration is ultimately to support the combat experience. At its core, combat remains the game's most distinctive feature. Exploration gives players additional resources, more room for error, and a wider variety of builds to discover and develop. To give an example of how the knights fight, we currently have the main knight, Bedivere. His design is centered on speed and fluid connectivity, allowing players to perform combinations easily and smoothly. He therefore has linked light and heavy attacks. Palamedes, the first knight, is primarily built around charged attacks, so the player has to recognize and take advantage of the right opportunities. And Kay, the time knight, needs to deploy time bombs at crucial moments. These can interrupt enemy attacks and also temporarily stop time. Each of our knights has therefore been carefully designed. We wanted each knight to feel different to control, and this character within the game's story, and he also has a highly distinctive presence during combat. He can closely follow Gwendolyn's movements and perform coordinated attacks with her, creating the feeling of a sword dance between the two.
With Tides of Annihilation, our hope is that our first project as a studio will be recognized by players within the action game genre. We hope that, in the eyes of players, our finished work will be considered a worthy and accomplished action-adventure game.
Damn sorceresses.
As for when the game will be completed, I think we simply need to continue working harder so that we can finish it and bring it to players as soon as possible.
Thank you all for your interest in Tides of Annihilation. We sincerely hope that players will enjoy the game when it comes to PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Thank you.
Interesting.
Shout out to Eclipse Glow Games for the insight on Tides of Annihilation, which is coming soon to PC and consoles.
All right, eyes up if you like co-op games, as we have some exciting news to share about the latest entry in the We Were Here series, We Were Here Tomorrow.
Now, if you're not in the loop, this is an asymmetrical co-op game where you use walkie-talkies to solve puzzles, and we're about to find out when you can start playing it.
Ready up, Captain.
The walkie-talkies are back.
Testing, testing. Eagle.
Based off shapes.
I like this one.
I'll take this one.
Återföreningslopp.
And boom, we're out of here.
Let's go!
You did it! Check this out.
Wait, did we do that?
Fantastic progress, team.
Let your best friend know that We Were Here Tomorrow is launching in October for PC and console.
And while you're organizing a co-op session, let me pique your interest with another great game. Guns of Eschaton is a Souls-like shooter set in a world imagined by Victor Antonov, the creative mind behind Dishonored's Dunwall and Half-Life 2's City 17. Here's the latest trailer.
Place is an inevitable conflict. It approaches. This world will burn. It starts with you. And ends with you. must die for you to survive.
Wishlist it now because Guns of Eschaton is coming to PC and consoles in 2026. Now, what have you got for us, Nick?
Well, I think another spooky mystery is in the cards, quite literally. Hillthorn is a card-based detective game where knowledge equals progression, but don't take my word for it.
What are the details? Oh, it was me.
Unravel the mystery of Hillthorn. Great news. It's launching in November and a demo is out now on Steam, so you can go check it out after the show. Now, you're probably wondering why we're suddenly in a broadcasting studio.
Kind of, but I'm really just digging the jerseys. And if I had to guess, though, I'd say it had something to do with our next world premiere.
You're always one step ahead of me. Here's the next game from the team that brought you Journey to the Savage Planet.
Gameplay.
Now that is a play no one saw coming. Breakaway Hockey League is the first modern hockey game coming to PC in nearly 20 years. It's a fast, skill-based 4x4 hockey game where every player controls a single skater.
Expect non-stop highlight reel plays and no sitting on the bench or in the penalty box. And
soon to PC.
We need to get back to
El GTA, las filtraciones. Ahí mismo.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Vas a poder capturar a Epstein.
Police Simulator. Your badge awaits. Wishlist now.
I summoned you, my brother. There are things to be done.
Dura muchísimo esto. Creo que voy a jugar al juego de los saltos. Llevo tiempo que quiero jugarlo. Aparte estoy disociado todo el rato. Eso es lo que dejo de ver esto.
It's gone. Everyone is exhausted, itchy, tasty.
2 horas de pura pinga.
Yeah, let's just play it by ear. Ooh, camera's still rolling. Oh. Welcome back, everyone. Here's a new trailer for Resonance, a plague.
Resonance.
And speaking of plagues, we're following that trailer with a closer look at Exterminals, a cooperative shooter.
No, ya lo vi. ¿Ya lo vi? Me habría hecho parar. Pero antes voy a saltar un ratón.
Contract objectives.
Esto ya lo vi. No recuerdo qué conferencias había. ¿Hay más conferencias mañana? No lo puedo continuar después.
The adorable Mr. Records is premiere.
Un último, ¿esto qué es? Este no es el videojuego Last Ditch Effort. ¿Cómo se llama este? Doomkeeper. Ah, este lo vi, cabrón. Este lo vi en Twitter. Las referencias a Tokyo Ghoul. Mi bro. Oh shit, qué trip lleva. Sería una referencia a Tokyo Ghoul. Qué peinadito lleva. Qué rico, cabrón. Last Ditch Effort 2017.
That was your first look at Last Ditch Effort, which is coming in 2027, but you can wishlist it now on Steam.
And now we've got a gameplay presentation for Into the Wind, a dreamy delivery simulator where you pilot a sentient motorcycle.
A ver. Ya puedes tunear.
I'm Robin from Bloom and Gloom Games, and this is a gameplay sneak peek at Into the Wind, a cozy adventure where you take over your missing uncle's delivery firm and drive, fly, and run deliveries together with your trusty sentient motorcycle plane, Hermes. Let's get started.
¿Qué fue eso? A ver.
We are saving up for some engine upgrades for Hermes for a race in a few days. So let's go down to town and see if we can find some packages to deliver. Different types of cargo affect driving and flying in different ways, and more challenging deliveries means more pay for your efforts. Today, we're looking for something fairly chill. This red sign means they're looking for some delivery help. Let's see what they have for us. Looks dangerous. Too lively. Some heavy ones. They'll bring in a good deal of money, but the weight will make it hard to fly. So let's pick a good route and stick to the roads. As with cargo, there are different kinds of jobs that come with different challenges. The job we picked up is a standard delivery to Falco Homestead, meaning we can take our time. We could also stop in the villages we pass through to pick up new jobs or browse the shops for new parts or customizables. Currently, we're fully loaded, so we'll just refuel before we continue. Pirates ahead. With our current load, we would have a hard time fighting back or flee without damaging our cargo. Better to pick a way around instead. And here we are. Let's just pick up the right thing and head inside. After delivering our heaviest package, we're now light enough to fly. Launch pads are not necessary to take off, but they sure help. Let's go back to those pirates and chase them off for an extra reward. Flying offers a great deal of freedom and potential for aerial acrobatics, and we will use what we can to get behind the pirate airplanes for a better shot. Our weapon today is the machine gun, so we have to get up close in tight dogfights to get in a fast burst. Pirates come in
Está
tanks, and we
guapísimo,
need to take
cabrón.
them down one at a time, while the
Eso
rest
es
are bombarding
delicioso.
us from several directions. If we take down the leader, the whole bunch will flee, presumably back to the hotel bar where we could visit them later if we wanted to. Phew, finally got rid of them. But pirates are not all you have to watch out for.
Estás matando gente.
Occasional landslides, the weather, and not least of all, local traffic. As the day is coming to an end, we head back home for some upgrades and rest. With that, we are at the end of our gameplay sneak peek of Into the Wind, and now we need your help. The game is still very much in development, and we are preparing for playtests in the near future. Head over to our Steam page to wishlist and sign up for the playtest now, and come join our Discord to follow Into the Wind's development up close. Cheers!
Into the Wind is coming.
Me veré el resto después. Quiero jugar un poco a saltar. A ver, lo capturo ese. O tengo que cerrar el... ¡Ay! Chum, 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 chum. Es este. Ay, no me lo captura, cabrón. Ah, sí lo captura. No tengo que cerrar el botón. El control como que no funciona bien, ni siquiera con el DSX. Inicio una partida. ¡Ey! Tengo los controles cambiados. ¿Qué control tengo? Ya la puta. Este. Y ya la puta. Pero me lleva la putísima, cabrón. No funciona el control por algún motivo. No es este. ¿Qué rayos? Esto. Me lleva la puta. Ahora sí. Me acabo de perder el este. Por favor. No me funciona, me lleva la puta. Tengo que hacer esto. Estaba probando que funcionaba. Y no funcionó. Smoking hot beef at the top. Buena premisa. ¿Has escuchado el de Nintendo también? So you're gonna get that hot beef, right? Espero que sí. Go on then. Get him there. Saca el este. Estoy en frente del juego. No puedo hacer nada más. Tu cosita o es la mía. ¿Y tú quién eres? No puedo hablar contigo. Me hablan solos. Los sonidos están guapísimos. No es tan difícil. Los streamers y los youtubers son muy exagerados. Luego es bastante fácil. ¡Ay! ¡Oh! ¡Oh! ¿Qué está pasando? Una polla. Damn, cabrón, estoy en la zona. En la narizona. Oh, ¿qué acaba de pasar? No te caigas, si te va de juego. Por favor. Está guapísimo el puto juego. Y el sonido visualmente, los controles. Todo está muy bien hecho. No, cabrón, ¿qué está pasando? Ay, perdí la concentración. Oh, me lleva la puta. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? No, cabrón. Oh, shit. A verlo con el DualSense y con el DSX, puedo crearle vibración al gatillo. Le da más feedback. Ay, ¿qué pasó? Está muy disfrutable el videojuego. Ay. Ya está, estoy entrando en la zona, puedo sentirlo en mi pinga. Puedo sentirlo en la pinguita. Ahora que recuerdo, he visto un montón de... Ay, puta. De speedrunners. Tengo una ayuda que... Ah, no es aquí. Hay como zonas secretas, ¿no? He visto un montón de speedrunners. ¡Ey! Puedo llegar desde aquí hasta allá, cabrón. No tenía que hacer esto. Estoy probando a ver si funciona el control. Y hasta aquí fue donde llegué. ¿Habrá algo de aquel lado? Bueno, voy a caer. Y caí. ¿Habrá algo allí? ¡Ey! ¿Puedo hacerlo desde aquí? No puedo cambiar la dirección una vez he saltado. Y buen juego, cabrón. Tengo una idea similar para un juego. Tengo bastante de donde copiar. Clean, cabrón. Clean, clean, clean. No hay nada allí. De aquí ya no puedo pasar. Ay. Mi chiva, la puto. Es gameplay. Ay, cabezón. Y yo joder. Damn, esta parte es difícil, ¿cómo lo hago? ¿Cómo es esto? Es como así. Ay, pero no tanto. Es menos. No, la metiste toda por el culo. Mantuve demasiado el poder. Unas buenas squads. ¿Y aquí? ¡Ey! Lo puedo hacer. Lo puedo hacer. Por favor. Calma, calma. ¡Ay, cálmate! ¡Y cabrón! Colosal Drain. No. Este es con el primer save point. ¡Ey! ¿Qué es eso? Como he visto un montón de gameplays. En realidad solo sé dónde está este secreto. Me voy a caer, me lleva la puta. No puedo grabar. No, me caí. Ay, el video de juego. Lleva la puta. Ay, no es así. Solo sé donde hay como 2 secretos. The spheres are so clean. You could probably eat from the floor even. ¿Eres de Dubai? Ahí no está el cuervito. Ay, el cuervito. ¿Dónde está el cuervito aquí? Fucking me. ¿Cómo puedo subir aquí arriba? Tengo que mantenerlo, pero no tanto. O me pego arriba. Ay, putita. Por favor. Es increíble cómo voy haciendo los ataques mentales en el cerebro. Puedo sentirlo en el culo. Ay, me pasé otra vez. Otra vez, fue demasiado poco. No te caigas. Ay, te caíste, cabezón. No hay otro atajo por aquí. Me distraje, me dio la puta. Podía ver el camino. Podía sentirlo. Puedo ver los saltos. Lo malo es, como no se puede emitir el salto, tampoco sirve de mucho. Aparte, hace el salto automáticamente. Ay, ay, por favor. Fuck, voy por aquí otra vez. ¿Qué es eso? Es una gorra. Oh, es una gorrita, cabrón. Soy yo, literal. Ay, cabezón. Ay, joder. Es menos, le di mucho poder. Salta automáticamente una vez se llega al máximo de poder. Ah, qué... ¿Puedo hacer eso? Me lo pensé, ¿puedo? No creo. No. No, no llego ni al este, ¿no? ¡Ay! ¡Ay, putito! Es difícil medirle, mira la puta. Es toda la gracia del juego. Medir los saltos. ¿Habrá algún mod para hacerlo más fácil? Tiene que verlo. ¡Ay! Y entonces pierde el chiste. ¡Ay, qué hiciste allí, mongolín! ¡Ay, qué cosa eres! Demasiado poder. Está bien piernudo el cabrón. Yo quiero esa gorra. La necesito para ser feliz. Para ser mejor persona. Ay, piernudote. No, cabrón. Ay, ¿qué es esto yo? Estoy yendo demasiado rápido y no estoy viendo el camino. Estoy sintiéndolo más que viéndolo. Es que si dejo que fluya en vez de cosquillas en el cerebro, puedo verlo, puedo sentirlo. Y aparte, si lo mido, no siempre sale. ¡Qué hijo de puta! ¿Cómo se basa el juego en las putas sensaciones? Y menos en pensar. ¿Cómo hago esto? No, cabrón. ¿Cómo llegué aquí? Oh. Ay, demasiado poder. No soy fan de estos juegos. Pero este juego está muy bien hecho. Tengo que probarlo. Aparte, como tengo una idea similar, quiero ver qué es lo que hace bueno este juego. Está guapísimo el puto juego visualmente. Y el sonido. ¡Ay! Está muy bien puto hecho. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¿Qué hiciste allí? Floors on the top of the tree. Do you think they smell good? ¿Cuántos diálogos tendrá? Eso automáticamente. Creí que podría hablar con él. Como vi que la mayoría de la gente se lo saltaba. No es que no es que se lo saltaran. El narizón, puto. Ay, putillo. Me voy a quedar sin gatillo adaptativo del sexo. Pero que bien se siente la vibración, la resistencia. Creo que no son muy caros los módulos, creo que se pueden comprar. Como están hechos de plástico. Esta última rebaja que hicieron del Jumbo King. Ay, putita. Es el más barato que lo he visto. Estaba en 37 pesos. Siempre lo ponían en 50. ¿Qué acaba de pasar allí? Este siempre me ha salido bien, cabrón. Ay, no me jodas, hijo de puta. Está brutal, ¿cómo hacen diferentes cambios? Mira, la puta hago esto otra vez. Si es la razón por la que me he caído todo este rato. ¡Ay! Toma, cabrón. Lo logré. ¡Sí! ¿Y ahora cómo hago este? Está guapísimo. No se ve en la cámara, creo. No le puse tanta resistencia de todas formas. Está guapísimo la resistencia. El puto juego no tiene compatibilidad con el DualSense. Tengo que usar el DSX. No puedo hacerlo, tengo que hacerlo desde aquí. Me voy a caer, hijo de puta. Déjame hacerlo desde aquí. No me vas a dejar. Fuck me. No, cabrón. Ay, Esto es nuevo. Shoot me. Dios. Hijos de puta, ¿cómo está hecho aquí? Tiene que ver. Me voy a caer. Estoy refachero, cabrón. Está guapísimo el puto juego. No entiendo cómo la gente espera el GTA. ¡Ay, me lleva la puta! Teniendo estos juegazos, me lleva la puta. Oh. ¡Qué estilazo tengo! Damn, casi me caigo. Habrá un mod para cambiar el color. No, no te caigas. No creo que me llegue a pasar el juego. Demasiado poderoso. No sé qué los DLCs gratuitos están descartadísimos. Qué idea tan simple y tan efectiva, ¿verdad? Este puto juego. No te caigas. Ay, putito. Qué cabrones, ¿cómo lo hicieron ahí arriba para caer? No. Eso es. Ay, eso no es. Me estás mintiendo, narizón. Me salté un diálogo. ¿Qué me iba a decir? Yo no estoy vibrando con el juego. Quería ver si había un atajo ahí. No sé, a ver si podía salir más fácil. Sí. Sí, sí. Eso está hipnótico el juego. ¿Qué pasó? No puedo hacer trampa. Ay, me hiciste la trampa, medio de juego. Es menos, me llama de puta. Qué metidos están los putos saltos. Cómo confunden. Bueno. Sí, sí, sí. Ese es. Qué putos. No, putito. acá la pinita de nariz. ¡Ay! No creo que pase de aquí hoy. Ya se me quedan las ganas de jugar. Qué más rápido el puto juego. El nivel de concentración que requieren es demasiado. Le tengo que dar hasta el fondo, no llega. Damn, cabrón, ¿cómo hago esto? Lo puedo hacer desde aquí. Fuck me. Ah, estas son las olores, las puedo leer. Casi me caigo. Y ahora esto, cabrón. Este tiene truco. Ahí está el truco. Damn, cabrón, qué buena ambientación. Qué buena ambientación. ¿Tienes truco? Te pillé, cabrón. ¿Cómo lo sabían? Pero no hay nada. Pero esto no me sirve, ¿no? Hay un de este allí. Me mentiste. Y luego es más arriba. Es más arriba. No, cabrón. No me hagas esto. Oh. Sé que hay un montón de secretos. Estos dos son como los principales, entiendo. Este no lo recordaba, pero recuerdo haberlo visto. Se supone que es más mejor. Una pinga, una pinga. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! Puedo ver el futuro. Puedo ver el camino. Puedo sentirlo incluso. En el delante. ¡Ay! No, cabrón, no se puede. Tiene truco. ¡Ay, el futuro! Me falló. Es más fácil por allí. Me voy a caer. Estoy enrocho. Oh. Es como desde esta puntita. No. No. Desde abajo no podré saltar hacia arriba, ¿no? Este es el camino. Es fácil esta parte. Ay, cuando lo hago bien. Será la gorra la que me está dando mala suerte. Creí que sería una carta. Sacaron una segunda parte. Ay. Oh, puedo hacer eso. No. Pero quitaron el pixel art. Qué putillas. Ay. Ay, lo sabía. Con mi tercer ojo. No sé qué acaba de pasar. ¿Y aquí? Ay, me pasé otra vez. Ese salto no lo tengo bien metido. ¿Hay algo aquí? ¿No puede haber algo aquí, o sea? Es que lo tengo que hacer rapidísimo. Al presionar lo tengo que soltar. Siento que me voy a caer. Fue pura suerte que llegara hasta arriba. Está guapísimo el puto juego. Déjame ganar el videojuego. No puedo hacer trampa. No me deja hacer trampa el videojuego. Me voy hacia abajo. Yo quiero ver que hay algo, hay un secreto. No hay nada. No metí en eso. Es que me está timando el videojuego. ¿Qué es esto de aquí? ¿Y luego dónde estaba el secreto? ¡Ay, putita, no! No. Me voy a caer. ¡Ay, me caí! ¡Ay, el videojuego! ¡Qué putita! ¡Ay, qué putito es el desarrollador! ¡Ay, qué... cómo es! ¡Qué putita! ¿Cómo hizo eso allí? Y el DP lo tiene fácil al debugger. Solo le pone un checkpoint en cada salto. Desde aquí. Tiene modo fácil el juego. Qué putito, ¿no? Que entiendo que perdería el chiste. ¡Ey! Me acabo de cerrar el agujero. Está en el borde. Oh, es que no se ve, cabrón. No ayuda esto. ¡Ay, está bien arribota! No, ¿dónde está? Puedo ir hacia arriba, a ver qué hay. No sé, por el otro lado. ¡Ay! ¿Dónde más habrá secretos? No creo que haya uno aquí. ¿Dónde estaba el secreto? O sea, ¿dónde estaba el camino? Está como muy arriba, ¿no? Está en el borde. Ah, está en arribota. Está con la putísima esquina. Y es difícil ese primer salto. Y este es horriblemente difícil. Muchas formas de hacerlo mal. Demasiado poder no sirve. Pone nervioso el puto sonido de salto. Ay, qué putito. Ay, casi voy a la puta. Ay, más de la puntita. Pero no tanto. Ay, no, cabezón. No quiero caer, por favor. Me voy por otro lado. Me lleva la puta. Hay una forma de hacer trampa. No sé si servirá. Haciendo save todo el rato del juego. Pero es demasiado puterío. Creo que ir por aquel lado, mejor. Déjame ir por aquel lado. No me vas a dejar ir por el otro lado. ¿En dónde está la entrada aquí? Puedo ver la miniatura del video. Hace rato me lo enseñó. ¿Dónde estaban? Está hasta la esquina, cabrón. Está justo allí. No, cabrón. No me hagas esto. Déjame ver. No lo pensé. Está hasta allá arriba. Entonces no puedo, cabrón. ¿Cómo hago esto? Si me choco allí, ¿cómo lo hago? ¿Cómo hago esto? Casi me voy a la puta. Voy a ir por abajo a ver si encuentro. Ay, no. A ver si encuentro el camino de ese lado. Esto está muy difícil, si no. Este es fácil, cabrón. ¿Y este? ¡Eh! ¿Qué será? No es aquí. Entonces no puedo descubrirlo. Hay algo ahí abajo donde se corta la parte blanca esta. Es allí. Me la hice, cabrón. No, ¿y cómo voy a hacer esto allí? Acabo de verlo. Tengo que darle así. No, no puedo, cabrón. Ay, Ay. Fuck. Me pide un reembolso. Nunca te pase de este nivel. Lo intento otra vez, me voy a puto caer. Y aparte no sé qué tipo de salto requiere. ¿Cómo lo podría hacer? Estando frío, es más o menos de este tamaño. Es así. Está así. No, es que este choca más abajo. Será desde arriba. En vez de desde aquí. No tiene sentido, ¿no? No debería haber un camino aquí. Si fuese desde arriba. Desde aquí. Este es de más adentro. Un mosquito. Lo atrapé con la mano. Me lo juego. Podría ser trampa aquí y hacer un save. Así cada vez que me caiga, ay, como este, podré simplemente recargar desde atrás. Nuevo. Y no creo que juegue mucho más este juego. Voy a pedir un reembolso. Me lleva la puta. Juego de mierda. Qué putos. ¿Cómo haces eso, oye? Quiero el secreto. Por favor. Casi me caigo. Aquí también puedo caer. Puto juego, ¿cómo está hecho para joder? Cómo de masoquista es el ser humano. No puedo pasar allí. Hijo de puta, quiero el secreto, ¿qué es? Es que, ¿por qué choco, mierda? Choco siempre. Tengo que hacerlo desde el borde. ¿Cuánto margen tengo antes de caerme? No, mierda, ¿qué estoy haciendo? Si no puedo bajar allí una vez he subido. ¿Cuánto margen tengo antes de caer? Es que los saltos muy abruptos. Hasta la mitad de la bota, hasta donde tiene el botón. Tiene más margen con el este. Hasta el botón, no creo que sea hasta ahí. Si irá así, el juego me está timando bien duro. Lo intento. Hasta allí. Y luego, a máximo poder. A mitad de poder. Máximo poder está descartado. Fucking me. Dios. Uy. Y tío, lo de puta. ¿Puedo hacer eso? No, no hay nada ahí. Ay, putita, qué putitas son. Qué puto es el desarrollador. Qué putita. Tengo que echarle miedo. Lo voy a dejar aquí. Está disfrazado del puto juego. Pero qué más rápido. Aparte si quiero desempeñar al máximo rendimiento. Ay. Tengo que estar en silencio. ¿Cómo se hará esto? No es a máximo poder, es a mitad. Lo intento. Es que desde aquí no puedo saltar. Choco con el borde. Tendré que ponerme el máximo borde. Esto es todo lo que llevo. Y luego. Fucking está muy metido, cabrón. demasiado de puto eso. Mi idea del juego era ser menos puto. Mi idea del videojuego. Darle más margen al jugador. Esto es demasiado difícil. Y se puede hacer para los más masoquistas. Pero no, yo no soy tan puto. A ver. Máximo poder no es... Hay que dejarlo a la mitad. Puta madre. Rey puta madre. Pero esto es rápido como... Dios. Pero al mismo tiempo es catárquico. Puedo sentirlo. En vez de ver los caminos, puedo sentirlos en el culo. ¡Ay! No lo tengo que meter hasta el fondo. Este es difícil, este es súper confuso. Ay. Ay. Si tiro más margen como ese salto que puedo hacer. Fuck me. Qué puto. Qué putita eres. Puedo pasar, pero quiero ver qué hay allí. Lo malo es que no puedo pasar por allí. ¿Qué hay? No sé ni cómo hacer este salto. ¿Será por aquí? ¿Será por arriba? Es imposible. Déjame hacer ese salto. Hijo de puta. No va a haber nada, solo es un puto atajo. No voy. Es más fácil por aquí. ¿Qué habrá allí? Mira la puta, no puede ser desde allí, ¿o sí? ¿Será desde aquí? No creo. Aparte, ¿cómo lo haría? Mira la puta. Tenía que probar. Caraca, cabrón. Me vi un video. No, déjame hacer eso, hijo de puta. Ay, putita. Yo no quiero jugar. Hijo de puta, hijo de este. ¿Cómo se hará esta mierda? Se graba, tengo que salir de aquí. Ay, puto juego de mierda. No tiene ni compatibilidad con el DualSense. Puto basura, le pedimos un bolso. Putos juegos que no me sacan del juego directamente desde el puto piso de juego. ¿Cómo será esa parte? ¿La puedo ver? A ver, spoiler. Quiero ver qué hay. A mí no me jodas, ¿eh? Young King, Illusión, Wall. No hay. No hay nada. Secretos. Es que no voy a pasar de allí. Quiero ver qué hay. No parece que haya nada. Es demasiado frustrante, hijo de puta. No hay. Secret Wall. No lo hay. ¿Se podrá pasar desde allí? Este. Hay algo. Es que si no, no quiero hacerlo. No hay nada. Solo está la primera entrada, pero no la segunda. O sea que no se puede hacer. Me salió un logro. Just the beginning. Detective. Enter through an illusory wall. Jump square. ¿Pero qué es esto? O sea que no se puede. No puedo subir ahí. Sí se puede. Pero eso lo atajo. Vale, lo voy a intentar después. Voy a chupar. Hijo de puta. Tengo que hacerlo en el Super Bowl, entonces. ¿Qué vas a ver? Ya la puta.